Hey guys, welcome to another session of Tensor and PyTorch. Today we are going to discuss about vector operation and plotting some of the tensor, how we can easily plot them in a graphical representation. That might be helpful for doing some data science operations or understanding your data. Okay. In my previous video I already shared that how you define a tensor and what are the basic operation over the tensor. Now today we are going to discuss in details the vector operation with PyTorch over tensor. And as usual I am going with GPU. Okay, in the screen that similar GPU configuration, how you configure a GPU to work with Torch, I'm sharing. Okay, in detail also I shared this on my previous video, so if you miss it you can check there. First we want to define a tensor. Okay, so in my previous video I will show you that how to you define an empty tensor, how to generate a random tensor, but today we are define some of the tensor specifically, like tens 1 equal to, I am doing torch dot tensor and passing one dimension and here it is. See, it's define a tensor. Now again I am define another tensor, tens2 equal to torch dot tensor and passing 4 5 6 and tens2. Yeah, it's another tensor. Now if we want to sum this two tensor, then sum equal to tens1 plus tens2. Okay, in my previous video I will show you that torch dot add kind of methods, but now we are going direct summation. Okay, I'm going to print this sum. Yeah, that's output. So what happened? 4 plus 1, 5 plus 2, 6 plus 3. Okay, so element by element summation, direct. Okay, one into one mapping. Now if we are going for multiplication, then tens1 multiply by tens2 and print mul. Yeah, so we get 4, 10 and 18. So 4, because 4 in cross 1 4, 5 cross 2 10 and 6 cross 3 18. Okay, now this is the important thing. Okay, dot product. You know, dot product is really important. Okay, so in physics we already do some dot product. Okay, so now we are going to check that how the dot product happens over t dot. Okay, I name is t dot with 0. Okay, and doing torch dot and pass the both. Okay, tens1 comma tens2 and print t dot. So this is the dot product. Okay, 32. Now I want to share you some different method of define a tensor. Okay, so for that I actually going with a function which is called line space. Okay, so if I go with line space, I will do say torch dot line space and give like 0 to 10. Yeah, so what happened? It will give me a tensor in a range of 0 to 10 and the number of elements are 100. Okay, so if I want that in another distributed way, like a specific number of elements I needed, then I will do similar with a number of specific like 5. Okay, so what happened, it will give me 5 elements by equally distributed with 10. Okay, and if you check that this dimension of this tensor is 1D. okay, if you want this as a different dimension, you can also do that. Okay, so say I will show that. Say I will take this. Okay, and I want 18 elements here and want to view as a 3x3 matrix. Yeah, so actually I give a wrong number here, so I can do like this. Yeah, so what happened, I put 18 here, so it cannot be equally divided in 3, but if I go with 2 3x3 means this is a 3x3 tensor and this is a 3x3 tensor. I told you in my previous video that a tensor is actually showing the relationship between vector to vector, scalar to vector, even that a tensor to tensor. So it's the example of showing the relationship between tensor to tensor. Okay, now say I want to define a tensor based on a tensor with a particular function. Means that there is a relation between two tensors. Say I have a I marked it as a markdown. Okay, so what happened, I have say tensor x with some of the elements I have here. Okay, and it's have a function f of function x which actually mapped to another tensor y. Okay, so if there is this kind of operations we need, we can do it as following. Okay, so say I want to define a 10x. Okay, so x equal to torch dot line space. Say I need 1 to say 20. So this is my vector. Okay, which is starting from 1 into 20 with 100 elements with equal distribution. Okay, that equal distribution is 20. Okay, now if we want a y tensor based on some function, say let our function is some exponential function. Okay, so before going into the proper process, let me explain that what is that exponential function is actually doing. Say I am define a function def exp and I am passing the x. Okay, and it's going to give me some exponential value okay, of y. uh, so for each n element, okay, so for x in x, it going to give me y equal to e to the power x. So this is the actually the function is kind of happening, okay, operations kind of happening there. So let me define like y equal to torch dot exponential of x, okay, and print it. So this is give me a exponential relationship between x and x over y, okay. Now if you want to see this relationship in a graphical manner, then we need to go with matplotlib, okay. So for that I need to import matplotlib dot pyplot as plt. Now say plt dot plot. So this is the curve, okay. There is a might be there is a problem you can get to direct plotting this x and y. If you get that, then you need to convert it x dot numpy and y dot numpy, then also the same, giving you the same plot, okay. Now if this relationship is change, okay, might be it's a sine function or a cosine function, then also it's similar, like y, I can say y underscore cosine equal to torch dot so it's give me a cosine function, and I can easily plot it also. See, it's give me a plotting over the cosine. So it's actually this function, it's actually provide that hyperbolic cosine factor of y, and this is the relationship, okay. If we want sine, we can do that, sine equal to torch dot sine and pass x, and if I going to plot it, see, it's give me a sine curve, okay. So this is the way how you actually define a relationship between two tensors, even that you can plot them. Now the another important topic is matrix multiplication over this tensors. Okay, so I am going with tensor. Say I name it m equal to torch dot line space. Say I am taking 0 to 10 with 9 elements and dot view as 3 cross 3. So this is my one, and here I am also taking another one with, say, difference is little bit higher, and name this n. So this is my another one. Okay, these two are the matrix, and I want mn equal to torch dot matrix multiplication. The function is macmul, and passing m n. See, it's give me a matrix multiplication of these two tensors. So all of these are the basic vector operation. Most of the basic vector operations you can do it. Okay, I think I can show you one thing here that also be helpful for you. Where it is? Yeah, here. So after this I want to add, not here, add. Say from this tensor, okay, if I want to access, okay, only one element, one tensor, okay, then how can I do it? Or say a single, first I am going with a single element. Okay, so if I want to take a single element, okay, so then how can I do it? So I'm copying it, I will do it here. Okay, I marked it xx, or say x 0 equal to same, and print x 0. Now I want, say I want this element. So what do I have to do? X. So first element, then the first column, and then 0 1 first. Oh sorry, so it's give me this. Okay, so actually it's 0. So if I go with 0, yeah, if it is, I forgot. Okay, so it's starting with 0, so it's 0 0 and 1, so if give me this element. Or if I want the whole this matrix, then what to do? Then I will do x 0 and passing 1 this matrix, so 1, and then just colon and colon. See, it's give me the whole second tensor, okay, or matrix. So this is all, this is the all basic operations. Okay, so hope you are enjoying this session. Okay, please comment below that how you are enjoying it, or what are the things you really want to understand in detail. Okay, in my next video I will show some basic operations of PyTorch again. Okay, so that we can improve gradually, one by one, step by step. So just subscribe and like my channel, okay, so that you will continuously get this update. Okay, we are in a journey of understanding deep learning with PyTorch. I also introduce TensorFlow accordingly, or also want to show you some different another libraries. Okay, recently scikit-learn also launch a deep learning library. Okay, so we all going to explore all of this. Okay, so please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.